coming at you live from 600 stairs. So microorganisms are sub-microscopic and microscopic viruses and diseases that can be found in every other environment, especially on and in people, like yourself. When infectious microorganisms infect the human body, they are attacked by the leukocytes of the immune system.
So, laryngitis is an inflammation of the larynx, and basically it includes a sore throat or loss of voice. And something to help with laryngitis is to drink water because it will humidify or soothe the throat. And yeah, so that helps. And also, bananas help, by the way. No, I'm just kidding, they actually don't, but it's really good to eat bananas. Shout out to all the bananas out there. So, how's life with laryngitis? So how does it affect you in sports? And last, so how does it affect other hobbies of yours?
So HIV, what does it stand for? Human immunodeficiency virus. So athletes with HIV tend to lose a lot of weight and often take longer time to heal from contusions, sores, etc. And what HIV does to you exactly is it weakens your immune system so that you can't fight off as many diseases and viruses as easily. And common misconception is that HIV can be transmitted through saliva and tears, but how it actually be transmitted is through bodily fluids such as blood, semen, vaginal fluids, etc. And athletes with HIV are often advised not to engage in contact sports, and even if they do, it's best to be aware of any open cuts that they might receive and to cover it up as soon as possible. And all in all, HIV is a very serious disease. So Magic, how has life been with HIV?
Well, you know, it's difficult. A lot of my daily activities have been affected by HIV. I have to take a lot of antibiotics because my immune system is obviously compromised. I have to be more careful, you know, try not to get sick because if I do get sick or injured while I'm playing sports, it takes longer to...
So, speaking of sports, how exactly has HIV affected your sports performance?
Well, you know, I feel a little isolated from my teammates, you know, in the locker room. You know, guys are usually, you know, we're pretty chill, but, you know,
it's a
I
tough
have
life.
HIV, so people try to stay away. They don't want to get too close. And if I get injured, it takes longer to heal. So it's definitely, you know, there's more prevention going on.
Hello. So, tinea corporis, also known as ringworm, is basically a fungal infection. And basically, it's just spots on your arm or anywhere on your skin, basically. And antifungal creams are used to help prevent it and stop it too. And you can get it from skin from another person's body, and as well as their clothing and also equipment. It sucks.
My name is Jake Gonzalez, and I have ringworm.
Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Gonzalez.
Not a
So
problem.
tell us, how has life been like living with ringworm?
It's been very difficult. I have to constantly concentrate on it. I can't stop thinking about it because I'm itching all day. I've also been very isolated from my peers because it's very contagious, so I have to be very aware of what I'm wearing and what I'm doing with people, and it gets very lonely sometimes.
So, tell us how you contracted ringworm.
Well, I was a wrestler, and it's very common for wrestlers to contract certain fungal diseases like this one. And I got it on my arm, a couple on my body, and I cannot wrestle anymore because I would give it to all the other wrestlers. So that took away a big part of my life.
Fascinating. So, last but not least, tell us how this infectious disease has affected other parts of your life other than sports.
Well, a lot of my friends have been afraid to hang out with me because I used to swim, we used to wrestle, other events where you're only semi-clothed, and I cannot do that anymore. just because I'm afraid to
Tragic.
get the infection. It is tragic. A lot of hobbies, I just can't do them anymore because I'm itching all day.
Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. So, molluscum contagiosum, or MC for the purposes of this video. MC is a skin disease in which the victim will receive small pink lumps all over their body. But the good thing is, MC can be easily cured surgically by a surgeon, in which the lumps can be removed without scarring. In most cases, an athlete with MC is advised to avoid playing sports and just to wear long sleeve clothes or pants to avoid spreading into other players. And that is what MC is, and that is how it can be treated surgically.
Hi, Saad. So, what's it like to have MC?
Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes. For our audience, could you please roll it up?
Very nice.
Yeah, so having MC really sucks because I can't get close to my family or friends because if they touch it, they can contract the disease. And although I know they love me and they want to help me, there's really nothing they can do. I can only get it surgically removed, and it just sucks because they can't touch me or anything, or even like stand near me.
So, how does this affect you in sports?
Well, I pretty much can't play sports anymore because it's gonna risk getting the disease. Just now, it just took my entire my soccer career away. I was a really good player before on varsity level, but now I just can't do anything.
And lastly, how does this just affect your other hobbies?
Well, it sucks in summer because as I have a skin condition and I can't touch people, I always have to wear long sleeves or a long sleeve shirt. I don't want people to see it, so I'm always really hot in summer. I can't play sports anymore because of the risking of someone else contracting the disease. I can't go swimming or do any summer thing, so this summer it's really uncomfortable. I can't hang out with my friends and it just sucks.
MC sucks, guys.
Yeah.
Hello. So, varicella, also known as chickenpox, is basically a red polka dot rash all over your body. And, okay, so you see, I'm gonna keep my distance from the cameraman because I think he has chickenpox and I'm not in the mood to get sick. But anyways, signs and symptoms include headache and constant itching because of the rash. And after a week or so, you can return to your sports competition and school activity because the rash is just dry now. So you can also get vaccinations for it, so you can prevent yourself from getting chickenpox and be healthy and not be the cameraman. Bye. So Coco, what's it like to have chickenpox?
I mean, I'm getting these red dots everywhere and they're really itchy, and I just have to stay in bed most of the time.
Oh. So how does it affect you in sports?
Well, I play basketball, and having these chickenpox, I really can't play anymore. I don't want to give my teammates any chickenpox, touching my skin,
Right.
my saliva or anything.
Right. And how does it affect your other hobbies?
I can't really do anything right now. I can't hang out with my friends. I don't want to give anyone the chickenpox, so I'm kind of just staying home for the next few weeks. So.
That's good. Well, looks like she can't do much now. Thank you.
Hepatitis B is an infection of the immune system in which the liver is very weak, and the athlete or just any person is susceptible to cirrhosis, which is a liver disease. And when you're playing with hepatitis B, when you're playing with sports, you're gonna be very weak, you're not gonna have a lot of energy, and you're gonna be quickly tired in a matter of like 10 or 15 minutes. But the good news is that hepatitis B can be easily prevented through a series of shots that you can receive from your physician or family doctor. And going back to the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B, many patients have a yellowing of the skin or sclera, and basically what it is it's like a type of jaundice, and that's another way which you can tell a patient has hepatitis B. Hello, Prashant. Thank you for joining us today. And please elaborate on how it is to live with hepatitis B.
Well, hepatitis B is a liver infection, and what it does is it makes me tired and makes me not have the urge to do anything, always.
Is there anything in your hand you want to show us today?
Yeah,
Oh wow, yellowing of the skin.
hepatitis right
It's
here.
tough. Okay, so moving on, next question. How has living with hepatitis B affected your sports career, especially playing soccer?
Well, whenever I'm on the field, I'm always tired. I can never perform to my best ability. So
Do you still start for the varsity soccer team?
no, not anymore. My best position now is left bench.
It's tough. All right. So one more question. How else has hepatitis B affected your life? Just hang out with friends, family, etc.
Well, nowadays when I hang out with my friends, I can never, share food with them, share drinks with them, because they can get infected. And I can never, be myself, because I'm always tired, never want to do anything, never want to eat, not myself.
Thank you very much. Hello, Pooja. Hi. Thank you for joining us today. And would you please elaborate on how having bronchitis has affected your life?
Well, bronchitis, I basically cough a lot, and I have a sore throat, and it basically feels like I have a cold all the time.
So, moving on, how has having bronchitis affected your sports career, especially being a track athlete, a track star for a high school team?
Well, I can never perform to my full ability, and during workouts sometimes I have to stop because I weigh so much, so it's pretty rough.
It's tough. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard cough life, sorry. So, final question, how has having bronchitis affected your living in proximity with a twin sister and also your everyday life with your family and other friends?
Well, I always have to keep my distance because I cough so much, and I can never go out with my friends because I'm so tired, and I'm always coughing. It's pretty rough, and I can't talk.
You kind of just get them away with your coughs.
Yeah,
It's
drive them
tough.
away.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Alright, so an important part of preventing all these viral diseases and infections are vaccinations. But what are vaccinations, you ask? Vaccinations are small preparations of microorganisms which are injected into the bloodstream, and this helps the body recognize small amounts of it and build up its immunity against these diseases early on. So there are vaccinations available to fight against diseases like tetanus, hepatitis B, HIV, herpes, measles, and a lot more. And here's Zaina, who's going to say a few words on how it is to live without hepatitis B.
So I get shots annually for hepatitis, and now that I'm healthy, I'm able to go to the mall and play soccer with my friends without being able to get the disease.
Aside from getting vaccinations, washing your hands regularly and taking proper precautions to cover up cuts and scars are very important measures to protect your immune system and to avoid getting other infections and viral diseases. And here's my friend Lauren, who's going to talk a little bit about how she takes the daily precautions to stay healthy.
Hi, so I'm Lauren, and I wash my hands 3 to 4 times a day after I go to public places and touch dirt and everything because it gets away the germs and whatnot.
We'll talk about how you protect your cuts.
So I put on a Band-Aid, and before I do that, I wash it off with soap and water, obviously, to get away any of the germs and protect it from infecting.
So if you want to stay very healthy like Lauren, you should take these same precautions and follow her lead.